Now, straight talk. The Film Cynics on C-FAX 1070.
Welcome back to the Film Cynics. Steve and Brian sitting in on a Sunday afternoon on C-FAX 1070 talking movies, television, and pop culture. Mostly this episode we're going to be talking movies because we got 3 to review. When It Rains, It Pours.
Yep.
This we got a title now. It's also from Warner Brothers. Let's review it, shall we?
Who wants a DVD review?
Now, this one is also a Warner title. It came out, Sherlock Holmes comes out next Tuesday, this coming Tuesday coming up. This one, The Blind Side, came out last Tuesday. It is,
It is Sandra Bullock in her Academy Award-winning role as a lady who...
Mom lady
who takes it upon herself. She sees that there's a student at the school that her son attends and her daughter attends who seems like he's homeless or doesn't seem to have any family, and she kind of, under the goodness of her heart, brings him into their house for the night. Things progress, and he ends up living with them, and she gets him into football, and he becomes a football superstar. Yeah,
eventually he becomes, it's a story of Michael Orr and how it led up to him becoming an NFL star. It doesn't actually do anything really about the NFL. In the credit roll, actually, they do show him being drafted.
And running out of the field for the Baltimore Ravens, which is really cool. This movie really confused me for 2 reasons. When I first heard about it, I got really excited because I love football movies. I've talked at end how much I love football, and I love Friday Night Lights, like the best TV show ever made.
Let me look at my watch. How long did it take for you to mention Friday Night Lights?
I'm going to come back to that in a bit.
Yeah, okay.
So when I heard about this, I'm like, I really want to see it because I heard a lot of great things about Sandra Bullock's performance in this before the movie was even released. Like, she's going to get nominated for Academy Award. And I'm like, really? All right, well, let's see. Whatever reason, I never saw it in the theater, and I finally got to watch it this week. And for the first hour of this movie, I was so excited and happy. But then for the last hour of this movie, I kind of got confused on where it was going to go.
Right.
Because it started off as this, great football story with this whole, dealing with the family and coming together and the bringing in of Michael Orr and how he's going to fit in with their family. But then it never really got to the point of it being... any sort of conflict or any sort of the point of the show where I'm waiting for something to happen where I'm going to get I was expecting to cry in this movie. I'm a big football crier and I didn't cry.
So that's a failing right there.
So to me, that's a fail in this movie. But at the same time, I really enjoyed it. So I'm really confused on what I'm supposed to get out of this movie. Does that make any sense? Probably not.
I guess so. I mean, look, for those who are wondering if you should watch it, if you like the show Reba, starring Reba McEntire, you'll love this movie. And so why? Because it's a Southern woman, a sassy Southern woman who a big believer in the family, and she gets her way all the time. And that's what I see here. So Sandra Bullock got her Oscar based on playing Reba McEntire.
I do not. This is the point that kind of bugs me, though, is I don't understand why she won the Academy Award.
Absolutely.
Because
ridiculous.
There are probably 200 actresses who could have played this role just as well as she did. And
yes.
I'm thinking in my head, there's probably only 3 that could have played the Meryl Streep character in Julia Childs.
Yeah.
Meryl Streep is probably the only person who could have done that. Whereas you could have thrown anyone into this role, and they could have probably pulled it off just as well, if not better, than Sandra Bullock. She was not the best part of this movie for me.
Let's take a minute here to let's do a head-to-head comparison of, say, Julia Roberts playing Erin Brockovich.
Okay.
And Sandra Bullock in The Blind Side. Leanne Tui. Okay, so we got Erin Brockovich, also, true story.
Yep.
She is a sassy Southern woman, but she goes through a whole range of emotions. She is challenged all the time. She has to go through health problems. She has to go through family problems. She has to go through being threatened problems. Whereas, so Leanne Tui, on the other hand, no problems whatsoever. I think if there's any problem is that maybe she felt guilty about taking this son away from this other mother. What we're dealing with here is a character, Leanne Tui, all she is just pure id. All she is just, I'm going to say what's on my mind, and that's all that matters. Occasionally I'm going to thank Jesus for all the good fortune that I've had, and that's it. And it takes an actor risks nothing in a role like that where they can just spout off and act and talk in any fashion they feel like.
Yeah.
Especially if it's based on a real person. So I don't believe that while it was entertaining And while it was heartwarming to a tepid degree, she did not do anything. She did not revolutionize anything like, say, Julia Roberts did with Erin Brockovich.
Yeah, exactly. And the funny thing is, Julia Roberts was actually offered this role before Sandra Bullock, and then turned it down.
Smart move.
Sandra Bullock actually turned down the role 3 times before she agreed to do it.
I mean, she got the Oscar, and I guess so. That was probably part of the deal. They're like, "Look, we'll give you an Oscar if you do this."
They kept the control of that.
Fine.
But the one thing that I did really like about this movie, if you take anything away from it, when I was watching it, is there are people in this world that do not have a lot going for them. They have problems at home. They have problems with their family. Even if they might be an extremely talented person like Michael Orr.
Yeah.
And in a society, we have to be able to stand up sometimes and take charge of our lives and help out people that are less fortunate than us. If you have to take anything away from it, take away that maybe we should help people. Like, the world is not a perfect place. People that have advantages should help people that are disadvantaged. That's what I took away from this movie.
You know what? I think the Parents Television Council took away from that as well, because it got their seal of approval, because it's preaching a good message to do unto others.
It's a very positive movie. There's nothing really negative in it at all. It's an enjoyable time to watch it. It's not the best movie of the year.
No way.
Probably the best thing Sandra Bullock has done. Is it Academy Award worthy? Probably not. I still really enjoyed it. I'm going to give it a keeper.
Wow.
Because I love football movies.
Okay, I'm giving it a renter. I mean, I enjoyed myself. I still don't get how you test protective instincts. For those who've seen the movie,
percentile.
Yeah, man, I don't know. For those who've seen it, will probably understand. But it was a sort of something I feel comfortable watching with my family.
Yeah.
So that being said,
a good movie.
I'd rent it. I'd even pay to rent it.
I would keep it because I like football.
It came out last Tuesday from our friends at Warner Brothers, The Blind Side, starring Sandra Bullock. So we're going to take a news break. Not a news break. We're going to take a commercial break. And then when we come back, we're going to review The Killer. Stay with us.